What's going on, everybody? Hope you're having a good night. My name is Brad, and welcome to Own the Chaos, where we talk about everything over-the-counter stocks. So if you're not familiar with over-the-counter stocks and what they are, they're stocks that are not typically traded on the New York Stock Exchange. Think of it as a way, if you went and got a prescription from your doctor, and you got a prescription because those drugs are heavily regulated. It's the same thing for stocks that are traded on the New York Stock Exchange. Those are heavily regulated, whereas cough syrup, that sort of thing, that's going to be traded over the counter, and it works the same way here. They're not quite as regulated as those prescription drugs, and that's kind of how the OTC market works. And as a result of that, you'll see a lot of volatility within these stocks, and so you can make a lot of money or you can lose a lot of money, but you have to know what you're doing in order to make those crazy gains that we see here in the OTC. And that's what I do. That's my mission for you all, is to kind of get you to understand over-the-counter stocks and the great opportunities they do provide, and how to search for those ones that are really going to burn you in the long run. So without further ado, we actually last night had some stocks to watch, and I'm going to follow up with a couple of those as well to see how they did today so far. But today's topic is going to be on volume scanners and how to search for unusual volume before a stock really takes off or before a catalyst hits. Sometimes they work out, sometimes they don't. Oftentimes we even call these lotto plays if we're not exactly sure, but we see all this volume coming in. Maybe there's just a small flip play we can take from here, or is this going to be a longer term investment? So that's what I'm here tonight to show you, how all that works out. Now, if you're visiting me for the first time, welcome. Please check out, people are tuning in already on the sidebar here. As always, on my live feed, I always like to answer any questions towards the end of the video, so please stay tuned there. And if you do have any questions, feel free to ask for that. So I'm going to go ahead and take care of something real quick, and that'll be that. So anyway, sorry about that interruption, guys. Wanted to go ahead and take care of that. So so unusual volume. So I'm going to go ahead and how do I scan for that, and what's the best tools for that? So with over-the-counter stocks, equity feed is going to be your best. Sorry about that. I'm just looking at the comments. It's going to be your best tool when you're using scanners. And so I'm going to go ahead and show you what I use and how I set up my scanners for equity feed to uncover unusual volume. And we'll go ahead and get to it. So I'll share my screen with you here real quick. And this is going to be your software for scanners. If you guys don't know Equity Feed, you can go to equityfeed.com and download this software here. There is a monthly fee for it, and it's not cheap, I will admit to that, but there's a referral code that you can do if you want to save 10%. Now, they don't sponsor me or anything. I always like to try to emphasize that nobody pays me to plug Equity Feed. It's just the facts. It really is the best scanner that's out there for anybody to use. And so if you want to use my referral code, they always ask you for one when you sign up. You can enter Brad Smith as the referral code and get 10% off. The nice thing is that I also get 10% off, so I'll put that full disclosure out there as well. Okay, so when you download Equity Feed, or if you're already in Equity Feed, you'll go to the stock scanner. And the one particular ticker that I uncovered today that I saw unusual volume that I actually took a position on was KNSC. So if I have several saved filters, and I looked at the 000 with greater unusual volume. And so I went ahead and ran that, of course, and here it is. KNSC really had some unusual volume today. So typically their volume runs somewhere around 50 million on an average day. And look at this, today it ran 279 million in volume. And so you look at here, saw some really nice buying going on. Here's the buys and sells through Equity Feed. You can see here it moved from high 0003, ended at 0006. I made a nice profit on here so far. I actually went ahead and held this, and here's why I held it. So when I see something on Equity Feed and I see something with unusual volume pop up, such as this, okay, we'll go ahead and do some due diligence, right? So I usually always go to OTC Markets and KNSC. We'll search that. So OTC Markets is a great resource to use when you're searching for unusual or when you're searching for information or on a stock. So basically this is the Facebook page, if you will, of KNSC. All the information that KNSC is publicly providing will be on OTC Markets. So if you go to OTC Markets, you can look at security details. And I'm looking at the share structure here. What's the share structure like? Is it going to be a nice mover or not? And so at first glance, this is actually pretty ugly. This is an awful stock to look at on the surface. So look at that, 10 billion shares authorized. There's 7 billion outstanding shares and a 3 billion share float. But here's the thing, guys, okay? If this had a 3 billion float, now, okay, let me back up. So if you look at here and you see this yield sign, okay? This yield sign indicates that they are not current reporting, that they have maybe a few filings they have to submit. I think sometimes it's even just one, if I'm not mistaken. And I have to look to see their current disclosures, to see their most recent filing. Yeah, see, look, so they're one filing behind. Their notice of late filing is March 31st. So anyway, so back to the security details. You look here, and that's ugly. But if you have a yield sign, they're behind. And this is the kicker, okay? This is why I don't think that those numbers are accurate. It's because we saw less than 300 million volume, and it moved, 50%. Had 50% gain today. And I got in, I called this out within our WeTrade HQ platform. If you are familiar with WeTrade HQ, or if you're not, I'd encourage you to check out WeTradeHQ.com. This is part of the community that I'm involved with. And looks like I was the only one to shout this out to you guys within the platform, but that's okay. What we also have on WeTrade HQ is Discord. And I'll go ahead and show that to you in a second. So as you can see, there's some really crazy volume here just through the trading view chart. Especially towards the end of the day, and I can show you the 1 hour chart here. So some nice buying towards the end of the day to take that up to 0006. So I'm up. I actually took a 2 million share position on this, so I'm up a nice $400 at the end of the day, and we'll see where that goes tomorrow. I think we'll be pleasantly surprised, maybe get some updates perhaps, and that's why we might be seeing some volume here on why. Or on the share structure, and maybe current status might be coming on this as well. It's always a nice little catalyst. So as you can see, I was the only one that happened to make a post here on WeTrade HQ, but that's okay. We just started. If you're just joining us, we just started launching this site. It's been pretty awesome, this level of support that we've received. But what we also have is Discord. So I know a lot of you are familiar with Discord. What it'll do is it'll log you in if you already have a Discord account, and you can join our free group as well within Discord. So mine is the B Smith Own the Chaos channel within our server. And as you can see here, there's a lot of folks in here that chat throughout the day and help each other learn. A bunch of like-minded individuals. Every morning, everybody says good morning to each other. It's kind of like a nice little family that we have. And yeah, it's just a good community to be in. So if you're not in, I suggest that you just kind of take a look around and see what you guys think. But yeah, so here you go. KNSC, that's one that I would certainly watch out for. So I'm going to bounce back here and see what everybody is. Volume's low. Okay, so I'll go ahead. Let's see if that's better. Text now on Discord. Hopefully the volume's better. So anyway, just wanted to check out, make sure that we're good here. Alrighty. So hopefully the volume's fixed. I'm going to go ahead and look at LIBE. So I wanted to show you LIBE because that was one of the tickers that was ones to watch out for that I called out in the beginning of the week, or yesterday I should say, since we are still technically in the beginning of the week. Just wanted to double back here, make sure we're good to go. All right, so LIBE was another one that I had shouted out, and if you look at the chart today, we saw some nice gains on this. It was up 32%. It actually had highs of 44 today. or 45 today rather, and we saw a nice reversal because the debt has been all converted up. So all the debt has been converted, and that's always a nice little catalyst. As I guys pointed out to you guys yesterday, we saw a nice bottom play here on Friday. Saw all-time lows of 002, and it has been since reversing going into that. So it's a really nice play here. I think that we should see a nice little 8K come out in regards to some of the acquisitions that they're doing as well, which will be really nice to top off the total debt conversion as well. So just kind of wanted to follow up on one of those stocks to watch for this week. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and tune back in, see where you guys are at. And if you guys have any questions, we'll go ahead and check that out. So let me bring you back here. So, all right. Nobody's tuning in, or nobody's answered. So is the volume still good? I just wanted to double check. So I guess, I mean, nobody's really responding. I hope the volume is okay. I'm going to keep going with it anyway. It's still low. Okay, volume is great. All right, well, turn it up. I don't know what else to tell you. Okay, so, all right, so LRDR, somebody's asking about LRDR. Check out ABWN and OWVI. Yeah, I saw they were great. Oh, and BLDV. Yeah, so just wanted to pause here real quick. So, Alan, I want to apologize to you last night. I know I said I would get back to BLDV, and I didn't, so I will go ahead and address that first. And then I'll come back to the other stocks because I knew that I missed that after I signed off last night, and I felt really bad. I even texted him, or reached out to him through Discord to apologize because I realized that I had skipped right over him. So after I said I would cover it. So BLDV. So let's go ahead and check out BLDV. So let me go back and share my screen with you. BLDV. So what's it been doing? BLDV. You're saying that there's some sort of merger going on, and I'm saying, how do you know? So I'm going to go ahead and do the due diligence with you. First, I'm going to look at the chart, see what it's been doing. Doesn't look like it's been doing much. So it actually looks like it's been downtrending here. So we're sitting right around 0006. BLDV. Let's look at the share structure. So we'll go to security details. Share structure floats at 4 billion. I don't like that share structure, buddy. I know that this says yield, but we're going to need a lot of volume on this to see if it's actually going to do anything. What if and when a merger actually happens? So yes, I don't know where you're finding that out. I really would like you to kind of let me know where I would find that, or is this just something that somebody's saying on iHub? Remember that I always try to warn you guys on that stuff with iHub. Let's check out the news here, see if there's anything leading to that. Providing updates here on June 12th. Let's check that out. Upcoming merger with Can10. So there you go. It says upcoming merger, and although date is not set, so this is why it hasn't moved. Date is not set. On July 1st, it'll move one step closer to the goal of SEC reporting. So it looks like they have some steps to take. If you are interested or you see value in this, Alan, then, and you want to take a position and you have a high risk tolerance, then I would suggest that maybe you get into this if that's what you see happening. But this is what scares me right here as far as that's concerned, is this 4 billion float. It's going to take a lot of buying volume to really move this if that merger actually follows through with this. So to me, what we call this here, this is news or PR that's just fluff. This is just saying, you know what, we're thinking about a merger. So this doesn't exactly say that the merger is actually going to happen. So I know where your head's at, and I like it. I like that you were going out on your own trying to find something. But for me, it's just one of those things there where I'm not sure about that just yet. So I need something that has a little bit more solid PR to it. for me to be like, okay, you know, maybe you got something here. But with that downtrend going down to 0006, and really that news came out when they just said the word merger, but didn't actually say it's for sure happening, and they didn't give a date as to when it would actually happen, then you have to sit there and think to yourself, how long am I willing to wait this out, especially with the share structure looking the way it does. And so for me, I'm gonna sit that one out until something actually materializes, and you know, we'll see what happens. So there's your thoughts on BLDV. And so yes, and so I wanted to touch on another one that was a stock to watch. Kenneth Rosenberg actually brought this up, so I just wanted to follow up with that. LRDR was another one. Let me bring that up for you. So LRDR, I shared that with you on the merger news that they were terminating the custodianship and what that meant for LRDR. And boy, did they have a day. We've been playing this one, guys, since it was in the 000s. So a lot of you were in 000s on LRDR, and it was pretty fantastic to see this thing just blow right past 4 cents today. And it really kind of, you know, however, it still had a great day. Look, it's up 14, 15%, and still seeing these higher highs. It's pretty awesome. I think LRDR is going to see a nice continuation here. The momentum's still there. You know, you saw a lot of profit taking within, let me see here, within, towards the end of the day. And yeah, so saw all-time highs of 4 cents. LRDR looking great. So this is, again, another stock to watch that I had on yesterday's live stream, and another great day for LRDR. So just gonna wait that one out. I'm sure we'll probably see some more profit taking tomorrow, as you know, some of the hype might come down. So if you haven't taken a position on this, I would suggest kind of like watching what happens at market open tomorrow before you decide to do that. So it's been a lot of ups and downs with LRDR, and but this is what I shared with you guys yesterday. So Custodian, this is Joseph Acaro, and we all know how I feel about Joseph Acaro stocks here. Custodian believes shareholders will now have fruitful company, blah, blah, blah. Custodian has filed a motion to terminate the custodianship, and that always means that a merger, I won't say always, because I don't want anybody to stick me on that one, but typically, in most cases, what that means is that a merger is coming. So for those of you in CYPE, hopefully that's not going to be some African cement company. I don't know what happened to CYPE, but man, it's hanging right around the price that LRDR is. It really kind of sucks for you, for those of you who are still in that. So sorry for that. All right, so let's go back to some questions. Always about Alan. Hey, I skipped over him. I felt bad. So Alan, I guess you're a teacher's pet now. So FRFS, yeah, I think it could be a good time to buy. I did cover that several times already. It's just kind of stagnant right now. I think we're just going to have to wait for more news and an actual PR on the official word that it is now going to be taken over as GIFA Holdings and no longer going to be Firefish. Right now, that ticker's still there. So once they announce a ticker change and make some more solid PRs, I think that's when FRFS is really going to have its day. And once that caveat emptor comes off too, I think it's really what's holding it down and keeping it from sustaining gains on that stock, in my opinion. Just my volume. Okay. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to go ahead, and it looks like questions are drying up there. So if you are visiting me for the first time, welcome. So thanks for hanging around towards the end of the video. I hope you saw some value in this. If you did, smash that like button. I really appreciate the support from you. And if you want to come back, please subscribe and then click on the notification bell so you get notified every time I go live, and you can ask me questions live and in person on YouTube. So also, if you are looking to step up your trading game, especially within the OTC or penny stocks, I do have an Own the Chaos Mastery course that I just released on WeTrade HQ as well. All the links are in the description. I encourage you to check those out. It's a pretty affordable course, if I do say so myself. And you know, it's always important to continue to invest in yourself and to invest in learning. There's plenty of people that have already taken it and have already pretty happy with the results they've seen so far. So encourage you to check that out and support our team. And yeah, check out also WeTradeHQ.com. It's completely and absolutely free. There are purchases that you can make in there. You absolutely are not obligated to do that. We just wanted to provide a free platform that does away with all the bloated ads and all that crap that you see on certain social media outlets for traders. We felt like there was just nothing out there that was good in our opinion, and we wanted to make something better. And we did. So check it out, WeTradeHQ.com. You can find us on Discord as well through that platform. And again, all the links are in the description. So with that, guys, as always, I will see you all before the bell, and B. Smith is out. Have a good night.